the first thing that's very important is not to bring up to your children, you need therapy. They all know. It's not like never tell them anything that they know. They're not ready for it. When they're ready for it, they say, Tati, I need help. Mommy, I need help. And sometimes we wait a long time. Of course, it's not nothing here are general ideas. Let me decide. Sometimes we have to change it if there's severe depression or whatever. But basically, don't do it unless I tell you it's an exception. But the rule is, don't suggest therapy, psychiatrists. They know about this. They know since they're 8 years old that there's something called a therapist. And if they feel that they can be matzliach with it, when they're ready to do the work, they will ask you. Again, if there's an exception to the rule, I make a lot of exceptions. That's why it's good for me to have feedback from you, to know daily, weekly updates where your kid is holding. But generally, you don't want to. Now your kid is saying, which is amazing, I need help. Find me help. Okay? The first thing that we do is we tell her, you need help? You're gewaldic the way you are. Are you serious? Why do we say that? Because right away they smile on the inside. They smile. And then they say, no, I really need help. Okay? And then you say, listen, I love you. I'm here for you. I will find you the best whatever in the world. Okay? I'm on your side, and I'm so proud of you. And then you go and you buy a gift, a bracelet or a thing. It could be $10 Swarovski from Amazon, which are nice, or $1,000, depends on your budget. That's up to you. And you buy a gift and you get a card and you say, my dear child, I am so proud to be your father or mother. I'm so proud of you. So many people in the world have problems and issues and they never want to work on them. And here you are saying, I need help, I want to work on it. Just for saying that, you should know that you have my admiration. When I grow up, I want to be like you. It's unbelievable that you want to work on your issues. Mamish gewaldic. What are you going to get? Another smile. What are you going to get? Another step towards help that feels good to her nefesh, to his nefesh. Massage the nefesh. That's what we're doing. We're giving a massage, not physical, a massage to the nefesh, to the emotions of the person. Since I said I want to get help, I already got 2 major massages to my nefesh. Wow, you're amazing with a nice little gift. We will find the right person for you. Now, on a practical level, then you got to figure out, okay, who is the right person from all the different millions of types of therapy? And then you never go back and say, this person is the person I found for you. Because anything that goes wrong, they will blame you. This stupid guy made me wait. The chair was uncomfortable. Anything that goes wrong is going to be with you. So you're going to say, listen, I started calling up different organizations, and I'm meeting them, and I'm going down to them, and I'm meeting this organization, and I want to find the best person for you. Money is no object. Now, very important, make sure you have the right insurance before this happens to cover the best therapy. If you're not sure, there's different people who are involved with this, somebody like Avi Fishoff, who's very good, and if ever your kid is going to need a trauma center or a rehab, they can cost tens and tens and tens of thousands of dollars. We had over here a family that was sitting next to each other. Both of their kids ended up in the same trauma center for childhood trauma. One of them had to borrow $50,000 to pay. The other one was free. You remember, were you here by that? One of them was free because they had the right insurance. So in the first page of the manual, I actually put in, make sure you have the best insurance to cover this type of trauma rehabs. Now, you call me, contact me, and we're going to figure out what I feel, along with other professionals, is the best type of treatment for your child. And then you'll go back and you'll say, listen, I'm working on it, I want the best for you, and you'll figure it out. Like this, they'll feel comfortable to go. They have, not only they're not going into therapy to complain about you, they're going in, my parents support me. I get calls from therapists all the time. And they say, Avi, we got another one of your parents here. Right? I say to them, how do you know? They say, because which other kid who grew up frum, who has frum parents, walks in here and says, I love my parents, I have no issues with them. You save 2 years of therapy, 2 years of family therapy, arguing and talking about it, but she broke the rules and he stole from me and all of that. We don't have any of that. At the very minimum, what you gain from TP, 2 years. And the therapist says, it's such a machaya. The kid comes in, I have no issue with my parents, no hatred, no rebellion, no anger, and then they realize, what's wrong with me? Years you save. At the very minimum, that's a big mile of TP. And then they can hopefully get help. And we understand that it's a process. We understand that sometimes it's painful. We understand that they may drop out. And you're going to want to say, no, try harder, but don't do that. You're going to say, I believe in you. I have faith in you. I understand you. I trust you. These are all words that massage their nefesh to give them encouragement to go weiter and more and more and more. And if they drop out, it's not the end of the world. They'll go again in a year from now, or 6 months, or 2 years, whatever. But not if you burn them. Not if you start pressuring them. Oh, again you drop out, you never finish anything. All of that negativity, it doesn't accomplish anything. It doesn't accomplish anything. If you think your kid's going to be better by pushing them, look in the rear view mirror. Did it ever work? What's your success rate with that? It doesn't work. Then they say, oh, next time in the year from now or in 5 years from now, they say, you know what, I could really use therapy. Oh, I'm not bringing that up again to my parents. Remember what happened last time? They pushed me and then they told me I'm a loser. I wasted so much money. And you have to be so careful with kids. There's a kid that called me up. He told me himself. He was in yeshiva. Everything's wonderful. He's frum. Erlich, one problem. He's suicidal. He was in my son's class. He calls me out of the blue. Totally suicidal. I want to die. Rachmana litzlan. Rachmana litzlan. Wasn't off the derech, no drugs. I just want to die. And because he knew what I do, he told me a secret that he never told anybody before. Can you guess what that was? Molested by his father's best friend. Can you imagine? The guy who comes over every Shabbos for Kiddush and go to the bungalow colony together and all of that. From young age, like 7, 8, 9, 10, he got a little bit older, the guy stopped. And he can't tell his father. They never tell. He can't tell his father that this is what he did. Especially the guy said, listen, it was a long time ago. It's 10 years ago. He did tshuva. He said he apologized. He bought him a gift. You know, we didn't mean to, whatever. And now he's suicidal. Baruch Hashem, I got him to a great therapist, and he's doing mamish fantastic. Mamish doing fantastic. But I asked him, you never tried therapy before? He said, yeah, a couple of years ago I tried. And I dropped out. I stopped. I said, why? He said, my father asked me after a couple of sessions, my father asked me, so how's it going? How many more sessions do you think that you'll need to go? And his father wasn't bad. He wasn't evil. And he said, I felt such pressure that, yeah, he's paying money every time. I stopped. And he told me, I'm willing to go on one condition. My parents don't know. So I had to make a whole spiel, get him the money, and it was successful, Baruch Hashem. So you have to be so careful in any way. They're so hypersensitive to pressure and stress and tension. You can't even say, no, how many more left? Are you better yet? You have to be so careful. But that's the first step in when your kid asks for therapy. That's the first steps.